Okay, right. Um, I'm gonna be completely real with you right now. I'm incredibly intoxicated. Not beyond comprehension, but I've drunk a fair bit. And I'm fine with that for one reason. For one reason, and that's because that led me to realize one thing, and that is don't let your thoughts and your biases towards people torment you. See, since I broke up with my ex, I thought she fucking hated me. I thought she hated me. I thought she never wanted to see me again, never wanted to talk to me again, wanted to break me down. Like the worst parts of humanity, I projected onto her, right? And I went to a house tonight for a braai, or for my American viewers, a barbecue, a cookout, or something like that. And while everyone was inside, I went out and spoke to her. We had a chat, and oh my god, guys, everything was cleared up. She doesn't hate me. We're on so much better terms. She doesn't dislike me. She doesn't wish. She actually wishes the best for me. We talked about how we changed as people, how we moved on, what we did, and the time apart. And it was so freeing. And the message I want to, express is that if something is really, like, truly tearing you apart, and you don't you think you know for certain, but you don't know for certain, because you don't know from this is from a person, like with my ex. If you think you know for certain, but you don't know for certain, find out. Because what's the worst that can happen? You were right. And then you know, so you can move on, and you know the appropriate steps to move on with your life. But if you were wrong, that's so much better for you. The worst thing that could happen is that you were right. You already expected the worst. So the worst that could happen is the worst, which you've technically already prepared for. If something has been eating you from the inside out, like how you think someone views you, or how you think you did on something, or your performance, or how people view you, if you take the time out to seek the discomfort, to find out, I hated it. I hated sitting there and talking to her about what she did while while we were apart, what she did, how she felt, how she changed. She's not the same person. And I feel, and in that regard, I feel shit. I I high key want to cry. But God, it's so freeing. It's so freeing, guys. For a year, I've been trapped by my own biases, by my own thoughts. It wasn't even her. It wasn't even her, it was me. I was the problem. I freed myself. You guys don't understand. I have so much passion for this because for a year I was suffering. And and all it took was an hour conversation. Do you understand how stupidly easy that is? You need to think, is there something bothering you that all you need is to talk to the other person? Human connection is one of the greatest things that this world has ever seen in terms of humanity. Go in with a sense of understanding, and they will give you a sense of understanding back. There needs to be a link. It cannot be one sided. Because I've been living one sided for a year of my life, and it's been shit. It's been ass. And the one night, an hour and a half, an hour, and I'm fucking amazing now. I'm sorry, I'm quite drunk, but you get my point. I'm very passionate about this because I feel so good right now. I feel so good. I want to cry because I feel so liberated. Don't you want to feel liberated? There has to be something that has been eating you from the inside out, that you need to and you want to find out 100% certain. Just speak to them. Speak to them. Sit down in person and speak to them. If it involves other human beings, there needs to be not only human interaction, but human understanding, human empathy. And thankfully, my girlfriend has empathy. She's a wonderful human being. And if the person that is contributing to your problems is not empathetic, I'm sorry, I don't. The best you can do is just try speak to them. And if they don't reciprocate, then you just need to forget about them. Because not only are you suffering for no reason, but there's no way to fix it. If they won't understand where you're coming from, what's the point? What's the point? There needs to be a mutual understanding. And that's what I'm saying. Human connection is one of the most beautiful things ever thought of, ever created, ever founded. Even though it wasn't founded, but ever experienced. Please, just talk to them.